Hi everyone, this is Abhinav from Phone Bench, and today we are comparing the Karbonn Titanium S1 Plus with the Lava Iris 406Q. Coming to specifications, both feature Snapdragon 200 quad-core processor clocked at 1.2 GHz, Adreno 302 GPU with 1 GB RAM and 4 GB ROM. Both also have a 4-inch WVGA display with a 5 megapixel fixed focus camera at the back, LED flash, and a front-facing VGA camera. But there's a smaller capacity 1500 mAh battery on the Titanium S1 Plus compared to 1700 mAh on the Iris 406Q. But the Titanium S1 Plus costs $1000 less, available at about Rs 6000. Coming to benchmark scores, the Titanium S1 Plus performed better in AnTuTu as well as Quadrant, but the Nina Mark II score of the Lava Iris 406Q was a bit higher. Nevertheless, app data is not movable to the SD card on either of these phones, so you won't be able to play many high-end games with these phones anyways. Now coming to the build of the device, on the right you have the volume rocker as well as power button on both the phones. You can see on the Titanium S1 Plus they are comically large. The Titanium S1 Plus seems a bit thinner as well. Moving to the top, you have the 3.5mm audio jack and the micro USB data syncing and charging port. On the right, there's absolutely nothing. On the Titanium S1 Plus, there's a space to open the back cover. Moving to the bottom of the device, you can see the microphone on the Iris 406Q. If we look at the back, the difference in design between the phones is much more visible. The Karbonn Titanium S1 Plus has a matte finish back cover, while on the Iris 406Q, it's really glossy. Both attract fingerprints, but the Iris 406Q looks a bit cheaper in this respect. On the insides, you can see you have micro SD card slot, 2 full-size SIM card slots, and the batteries. On the Karbonn, you have 1500 mAh battery, Iris 406Q 1700. The internals are almost similar. Now coming to the front, you have 4-inch displays on both. Color reproduction as well as viewing angles are better on the Titanium S1 Plus. Contrast levels are also better there. Even the UI of both the phones is similar. You can see that right away. The theme option is something extra which is available on the Iris 406Q only. You can see the wallpapers dialog right there. Colors are better on the S1 Plus. Now if we compare head to head also, the viewing angles are far better on the S1 Plus. Images as well as text is more viewable there. It has better contrast levels as well. Colors fade very quickly if you move the display even a little bit on the Lava Iris 406Q. Now talking about music playback, right now we are playing music on the S1 Plus. And now on the Lava Iris 406Q. The speakerphone on the Titanium S1 Plus is louder. And it doesn't crackle. Video playback again, you can see that the video is clearer on the Titanium S1 Plus due to better viewing angles as well as better contrast. The display on the Iris 406Q is one of the worst that we have seen in this segment. And moreover, the Titanium S1 Plus costs 1000 rupees less. You can see performance wise also as well as touch response, both are quite similar. Now let's have a look at the launch time of the camera. They open at almost the same time. Let's have a look at web browsing now. So we have loaded up Chrome. It's opening up phonebench.com. And here too you can see that the Titanium S1 Plus is a bit faster, but they are almost similar in rendering times. Scrolling also remains smooth on both of them. Pinch to zoom is smooth as well. So you can see right there, in terms of general performance also, these phones are quite similar. And why wouldn't they be? They use the same chipset and run Android 4.3 right out of the box. Here too you can see that the text is more readable on the Titanium S1 Plus than the Iris 406Q. Now coming to the default software, let's get into settings. Here too, there are no different options. Wi-Fi is called WLAN on the Titanium S1 Plus. That's the only difference here. All settings remain the same. And again, as I said, scrolling as well as general performance is quite smooth on both. Coming to about, you can see that both are running the same ROM on Android 4.3. The major difference between both these phones is the build of the device. I prefer the build of the Titanium S1 Plus, but I would not recommend either of these phones. These have bad displays, shoddy cameras, and have heating issues to boot. Well folks, that was the comparison between the Iris 406Q and the Titanium S1 Plus. You can watch their reviews from right here as well as the review of the Motorola Moto E. If you have any questions, just hit us in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Thanks for watching and have a great day.